Thank you, General. Mr. Pappas, sir, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you very much to the chairman and ranking member for holding this session. Ms. Glenn, if I can start with you. We heard from Ms. Curta before about a recommendation around the non-collection of feedback from examiners who want to offer it to make sure that they're giving feedback to VA, that things are moving ahead for veterans as quickly as possible, and that processes are being improved. So you said that you implemented all recommendations. Can you speak to how you're collecting feedback from examiners and what value you think that's going to provide?
Yes, sir, thank you. Yes, we have established a portal for the examiners to be able to come directly to MDEO and provide us with feedback. The portal was announced on the learning management system that we give to, that all the examiners have access to, as well as we had the vendors put out an announcement that the portal was live and ready to go. And we also sent emails to each of the examiners and told them individually that the portal was live and here was the link. So the portal was live by the end of September. I have a staff of people who are regularly reviewing the questions or answers. We've even gotten compliments coming through the portal. So we are looking at all of those as they come in. If there's anything that needs action, we are referring it to the proper place. So far it's been successful.
So you're not proactively soliciting that feedback by going to the examiners. It's sort of like a suggestion box where examiners can just submit on their own?
Well, we did send them an email and let them know that it was live, and we had the vendors tell them all in their chain, and we also, it is a flag across the top of the learning management system with the link that they can click on and give us the extra information.
Okay. Well, I'd be interested to see how that's working and if that's giving you some constructive information that you can then use to help improve processes. I want to ask about another thing that is a pain point for veterans. We hear about it all the time in our office, and that's scheduling. In September of this year, a Navy veteran from the town of Freedom, New Hampshire, who's 100% service-connected and battling cancer, contacted our office because she was in pain, needed medication, couldn't get her exam rescheduled. Days later, she contacted us again because another appointment was suddenly canceled because VA failed to send the medical records to the contract examiner. Her experience isn't unique. We hear routinely from veterans experiencing roadblocks and trying to secure or reschedule an appointment. And so contracting out the exams was supposed to speed things up, to get benefits to veterans faster, but this isn't what a lot of veterans who are reaching out are experiencing. So, Ms. Glenn, what options do veterans have when they're assigned an appointment at a time or location that they can't attend? And why is rescheduling so difficult when we know that veterans are going to bear the consequences if they can't make it?
Yes, sir, we realize that is a pain point, and we are working very hard and to try to make it a better place. We are looking at some automation, some technology that would allow us to see across the board all appointments that would be available to a veteran in a specific time and date, so that they could then choose the appointment that is most convenient to them. This is something that VHA is already using, and we are working very hard to plug into that piece of technology.
You mentioned location of exams too, and we hear about this from veterans. Driving 50 or 100 miles doesn't work for some veterans. The veteran I referenced earlier experiences hip issues, and long car rides bring her significant pain. So we should be making this process easier. I'm wondering if you can speak to the ways that VA monitors coverage gaps in terms of geographic areas, and how you evaluate those, and what steps VA can take to get these exams closer to home for veterans.
Yes, sir. So one of the things that we do, the contract allows 50 miles for a general med exam and 100 miles for a specialty exam. If the veteran has to travel beyond those limits, they have to have consent from the vendor to us that they are willing to travel those additional miles. We have done all kinds of things. We have the vendors have mobile units, medical mobile units that travel circuits throughout rural communities so that they can provide exams where the veterans live. I talked about the License Portability Act and how important that is to us. We are looking at every way possible to try to make this more convenient and less stressful for veterans.
Appreciate the feedback. My time's up, so I yield back.